Welcome to this month's Patreon video that is going to be live for all as a bonus, which is also the last figure I will be painting this year, Marvel's Deadly Secret Agent, the one and only beautiful Black Widow. This is a 3D model I bought on CG Trader, a site known to host great prints like this, and I see it's currently on sale too, so grab it if you like it. It's by the creator VX Labs. Thank you for making this model. It's looking fierce. It's a print I wanted to do for a long time since Natasha is one of my favorite Marvel heroes next to Iron Man, Hawkeye and more. I think just as with Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson was the perfect actress for the role, and I loved the arc of her character in the movies, but I was kinda disappointed with how her solo movie was handled. I think at the height of MCU, she should have gotten a standalone movie among the first, somewhere between Avengers 1 and 2. Releasing it after Endgame and her death really was a bad idea. Anyway, I bought it, downloaded and printed the files to a size that is about 25 cm tall, fully assembled, base included. I'm not sure what the official size ratio is. I was never good with that. I wanted to have it as a prominent figure, not just a small little miniature that fits in your palm. The model itself is very detailed and the likeness to Johansson is quite exquisite, but I had a lot of trouble when I was cleaning up the resin supports. I tend to overdo the supports and their spikes are always giving me such a hard time when I try to even out the surface. They are a lot harder to sand than anime figures, and there is also the case of resin deforming here and there if you are using a poor quality resin or if your settings are not correct. So it's hard to correct it, especially if you cannot reach everything properly with the tools that you have due to the position of the figure. I think I had most of the troubles with the arms as they were cut at a very unfortunate part at the upper arms. She is tied to the chair as we see her at the beginning of the movie Avengers 1 at the interrogation scene, and 2/3 of her arms are part of the chair's backrest while 1/3 are part of the torso. I quickly figured it out that it was not possible to paint them separately and connect them at the end, just as I did with the Sailor Mercury skirts in one of my previous videos. This had to be sanded, corrected with putty and sanded again before that. It was hard to reach certain parts as the arms are so tightly close to the torso and one side is completely blocked by the backrest. The same could be said about the head too. Her hair and sassy expression is lovely, but the neck joining the torso was far from being seamless. So I had to do something about that too, attach them, before I could start painting. The chair, the legs and the base were fine. I just had to deepen the holes where the chair's leg connect, so that everything can be attached later securely. As a primer, I used 2 different colors, Ghost Grey for the base and Desert Tan for the body itself, both by Vallejo. All the color codes will be, as usual, in the description box down below. Painting the skin was somewhat easy. Painting the chair and the ropes, however, was quite a challenge. I know it would be likely easier with airbrush or with masking liquid or masking tape, but I have no patience for that. As I usually do, I start with the lightest colors and gradually go towards the darkest ones, as they cover most of the small mistakes that you had until then. So I left the black mini dress for the last. There was a lot of correcting and tidying up to do, but on its own it's not a terribly difficult figure if you have some experience in painting already. Later I gave it some shading with pastel powder too. I wanted her to be a bit cheeky, so I added pink underwear because why not? I don't know if it's visible in the movie, I never really bothered to check. As for the hair, it took a while until I found the right shade while mixing the different colors. I did some test strokes on how the colors would look until the correct was ready. I actually like Natasha's hair better when it looks more natural, like in Winter Soldier for example, so I wanted to go for a similar shade. I went into painting the eye with a bit of anxiety, as they were still very narrow and I wasn't really sure I would be able to paint them in a realistic way. I was not sure about the lips either. I used the weird combo method of going first with pastel pencil and going over it with a slightly wet, thin brush, and to my surprise, it gave her lips such a healthy, lush feel, so I might use this method in future. For the base, I wanted to have a dark look with a black base and silver dry brushing. I don't remember anymore what color the tiles had. I just went with a pinkish salmon hue and added some weathering to it to indicate dirt, just like with the chair. After a couple of coats of varnish, this is how the figure looks in its final form. I'm not hating it, I had fun painting her. I really should do more Marvel characters. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I know this was a long one as well. Take care everyone, have a great end of the year and all the best luck for next year.